Hello and welcome to Oracle Fusion Procurement Cloud Release 13 training videos. In this video, we are going to see how to create a requisition or how to update a requisition using an Excel. So first, we will have to install Oracle Visual Builder add-in for Excel. Okay, so let's search for that Visual Builder add-in. Add-in for Excel. So when we search, we will find some links. Let's go to the first one. We can see some of the support documents available, but I cannot see any file to download, so I'll go to the next one. Yeah, it says, oh, it's the same file, but I can see download page. Yes, so this is the file that I have to download. So once you click on the link, it will open the download page where you can log in with your Oracle ID, the ID that you use for login into support.oracle.com, and then you download this file and you install that exe file, and it will install the Oracle Visual Builder add-in for the Excel. Once you finish the installation, you open the Excel, Oracle Visual Builder add-in. Okay, so some of the icons you will see on this page, but they will not work. You will have to have a proper template before you start working on it. So now next step is to download the template that we have on the Oracle Customer Connect. We'll search for Oracle Customer Connect login. Once you log in, you can search for requisition creation using the Excel. And you will find some of the articles. If you search with the proper keywords, you will be able to find the article. Here you scroll down, you will see a grayed out file attachment. So you click on this attachment and save it on your PC. And then you open this file. Once you open this file, you will be able to see some of the fields are familiar, like requisition, business unit name, description, status, entered by email address. And you can see here some of the part of this page are requisition header, and after line number 8, or you can see here number 9, these are the lines. Okay, so if you have to create new one, then you can just directly start entering the details here, and then you create new requisition. But if you are doing for the first time, I will recommend that you create a requisition in the system first, then you come to this page and search for the requisition. Now I need to connect this file, this Excel file template, to my instance, right? So I need to connect to the instance, so I need to log in and I need to put the REST API information on this page, right? So how do I do that? So for that, I need to mention the URL, username and password. What is my URL? The URL will be your instance URL, and since you are updating or creating requisition, you will need a REST API URL. So let's go and find out the REST API URL. I'll just search for Oracle REST API for requisition header, and this is 22A. It says cancel requisition header. No, I don't want that. I want REST API for create requisition. So this is requisition and this is create header. So this is the API I need. So I copy this and I put it on the notepad, and then I copy my instance URL and I paste it just before this URL. Okay, so it will look like this. So this is the REST API and this is your instance URL. Right, so this is what we need. We copy this information, right, and then we go to our Excel template. Here we click on download data. As soon as you hit the download data, it will open service configuration pop-up window where you will have to enter the service host. So the URL that you copied, you just enter that URL here, right, and then click on OK. Then system will ask you to log in, so you'll have to enter your login detail on this page and click sign in button. For example, I log in with the user. Okay, so I need to log in with the user who is having a role called advanced procurement requester, because this role has the REST API related privilege, right? So you can check that information, which privilege is required on this page, job roles and privilege. So here you can see this is for purchase order again, PO, purchase order, job privilege for self-service requisition, purchase requisition, requisition line, and requisition distribution. So this is the page. To get, to post, to patch, you will need manage requisitions privilege, and it is available in the procurement requester role. So either you use the procurement requester role or an advanced procurement requester role. I think that will be fine. Super. So now you go back to the Excel. I click on login. Right, so as soon as I click login, I can see there is a search field. It says requisition. So if I want to edit any existing requisition which is in draft mode right now or in complete status, I can just provide the requisition number here, right, and then you click OK. So that way system will pick up that requisition and it will bring the requisition information on this page. Now it is recommended that when you are doing for the first time, you use the requisition, so that way at least you know how to use this template. This is an Excel file. It is a bit different than FBDI. Okay, it's not the same. The second thing is you will have to enter all the details manually. There is no list of value here, so you will have to punch in all the details like destination type, line number, delivered to location, delivered to organization, requisitioning business unit, etc. So you will need to key in everything. So for that, I will recommend you use the existing requisition. You create one requisition in your environment. Just add one or two lines to the card, maybe one fixed price service line, one goods line, and then you see how those lines will appear here. Then maybe you can use that template for creating multiple lines, right? So for that, we will just enter one requisition number, and if I check in the system, this is my requisition number. If I copy this, I go to the Excel, paste it, click OK. Right, so system is going to download my requisition in the Excel now. Okay, so my requisition is in the Excel. Now the first sheet I have is requisition header plus lines. The second sheet I have is for the requisition distribution. So I'll go to the requisition line. Maybe it's too small. I'll just zoom it. I will not need any status detail here. So now you can see some of the information, like you have requisitioning business unit, description of the requisition, externally managed flag, it's false. Okay, so this is something you need to enter if you're creating manually, requisition manually. So that is the reason I said how about we use an existing requisition so we know what exactly we are going to enter, right? So now we have entered by. Normally in the system we have last name comma first name. Here entered by is first name space last name, and the email address of the person who is entering is mandatory. The status will be incomplete. Now we have an example, so we can use this example and create our own requisition line. Before that, I will just go to this requisition and show you that for this requisition I only have one line available. So I'll just click on save and close, so that will close this requisition for me, and I can see the requisition is there with an incomplete status. Okay, so let's go to the Excel file and I will add new line. Now in this ribbon or in this menu items, you will see download data option that will download the existing lines into this Excel. So from the instance it will download the existing requisition lines to the Excel. Then you will see another item, it's called form changes. Okay, so if I click on create form row, this is going to add entire new requisition for me. So it will clear the entire page and it will allow me to enter requisition manually. So I will not create form row. Instead, I will go to the next one which says table row changes. Okay, and here I will say insert rows. So as soon as I click on insert, because some of them are mandatory, the status will be invalid. So I'll have to enter the line detail. For example, line is line number 2. Destination type is inventory or expense. So I will just use an expense. Deliver to location. I need to know what is my location, what is my inventory organization. Normally this is all coming into the requisition by default, because when you set your requisition preferences, you have location, expense or inventory destination mentioned there. Lines coming automatically as soon as you add lines to the cart. Line numbers are assigned to requisitions. The deliver to organization comes from the deliver to location, so you don't need to enter that. And requester name comes automatically as well into the requisition page, but it is not coming here, so you have to enter manually. Then request delivery date comes from the profile option that we have in requisition normally, so you will have to enter manually. Okay, so all these things normally when you create requisition it comes automatically. Now you have to enter item description. Okay, the item is here, inventory item number you can enter here, but you can also add the description. For example, this time I need an IT let's say services 2, for example. Category name, I do not remember what all categories I have, so I will just use the name from here. Then line type, okay, so I will just use goods, quantity 2, each, or I think it's EA, I don't know, let me just check. I'll go here, requisition line entry, EA, yes, that's the requisition, so it's EA. Okay, we'll just type it like this. Oh, sorry, this is currency. I'll just change US dollar EA, so we'll just put 20. Here I can add the supplier detail, supplier site detail, supplier contact detail, it's last name comma first name. Then negotiated flag, I can put true or false, and negotiation required is either true or false. Okay, so this is how I entered the requisition line. Maybe I'll add one more line by adding insert rows. Okay, so I added 2 lines. Now I have to add distribution. I need to add distribution for line number 2 and 3. So I will go to the requisition distribution page. Now here you will not see the create form form changes icon. When you click on distribution, you will only see table row changes. So I'll just add 2 rows. Just zoom it. So this one is for requisition line number 2, and this second one is for requisition line number 3. Distribution will be 1 1. Okay, so this is all automatic in the requisition. Quantity, there was 2 for 20. So currency amount will be 40, and this is number 3, line number 3. There are no quantity, but there's an amount for $100. Now you can see the charge account is not popping up. So if I just upload this, it will not add the charge account. So I will copy this, paste it, paste it. Let's see how it works. So then I will click on upload changes button. So I can see there is a progress bar. It is uploading now. Okay, so I just got the result. It says line number 2 created successfully, line number 3 create failed. That is good, no problem. Let's go to the system. Yeah, this is the requisition. I will open, and yes, I can see the requisition line number 2 is available, but you can see there is no charge account. Okay, so I need to make sure that my charge account appears. So I'll go back to the distribution tab in the Excel. I click on the designer. In this designer, it will open layout designer, and I clicked on designer. Now I am in the columns, and I want to update the charge account column, so I'll double click on it, and here I will say searchable, editable, required for create, and require for update. No, I don't need to require for update. So this is like a mandatory, editable, and searchable view. So I click on done, and this is okay now. So I copy this part and I paste it, then I upload one more time. Yes, upload. Okay, let's go back to the page. Earlier there was no charge account. I will click on done and come back to the same requisition now. 106, and line number 2, there is a charge account. Right, so this is how we create requisition. Now this is the requisition I just created. Let's create a brand new requisition. So let's click on form changes, and I click on create form row. So when I click on create, you can see it will clear everything. Now I will have to enter the mandatory information. Right, so this is how we create. Now let's click on upload. So I got the new requisition number, it's 108. Let's go here, click on done, and you can see the requisition new from Excel is available. I click on that requisition, so requisition is available. Right, so this way I can create new requisition as well. Let's see one more time. Create new requisition, type equal to expense delivered location Seattle, requested delivery date, line type is goods, and I don't want to enter anything else. Let's go to the distribution. This is going to be distribution for line 1, distribution 1, quantity 1, currency amount is, and the charge account, which I'm just going to copy from here. Okay, so now I'm going to upload this, and the next requisition is 109. Second requisition from Excel. Let's open this requisition, and there is no line, so that means this is not working. So creation failed, and it is telling me where I have the problem. So it says one failed, one total. No matching record found for the value provided for the attribute requester email. So I have to check in the line number 1 if my requester email address is correct. So I'll just copy this part and paste it here. So then it will work. It should work. I'll just upload then. Yes, now I can see my requisition is updated. So I will just go to the requisition number 9, and this says from Excel, and I can see $100 line is given. So it's good. Now I can create multiple requisition lines using the Excel. Thank you for watching.